Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel. Peter likes books, because I do. I love books. And I thought today I would do a little old-fashioned book vlog, because I haven't in like 2 weeks. And I used to do them like every week. I would do like book vlogs. So it is right now 7 o'clock. I'm going to the grocery store. I've been really sick, you guys, the last 2 days. And I'm just not a person that like has time for being sick. I'm just not one of those people that lays around and is like, oh, I'm sick, what am I gonna do? I can't get out of bed. Like, I wish I could do that, but I can't. Like, I'm like, I don't have time to be sick. So let's move on and stop being sick and figure out how we're gonna get shit done. So I am like feverish, clammy, and I feel like shit, but we're gonna move on. So I've actually got a lot accomplished today. So once I get home, I'm gonna get some soup. I'm really craving, like, this is so crazy, but I'm craving like that broccoli sunflower crunch stuff. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? They make it at Fresh Time, which is like my favorite grocery store in the world. But it's basically like some like sweet kind of stuff, and then sunflower seeds and broccoli, and anyway, thus it's there. I just went totally into the dark. Thus it's called sunflower broccoli crunch or something like that. But anyway, I knew if I went this way the light would come out. And I'm also craving like couscous or quiche or something like really like fresh, you know? And they have a great deli area there. So I'm gonna get something from their deli area. And I haven't drank a lot of water today, so I need to start drinking some water because I don't feel very well. So let's talk about books, since that's why we're here, right? So are you guys ready? Out of the 19 hours that I have been listening to Dan Brown's Origin, which just came out this week on the 3rd. I have 4 hours left. I will be finishing it this evening. I'm going to listen to it and finish it this evening. So my second audiobook of the month will be done. The first one I listened to was called The Silent Child. It was fantastic. I loved it. It was a really good thriller if you're looking for a thriller for this month. I actually need some suggestions, you guys, of very scary thrillers or really terrifying audiobooks. My hair is like cheesing out on me. So if you guys could give me some suggestions on what books you think I should listen to on Audible, if you've listened to like a really, like, I don't want just a it was kind of scary, like I want a like it was terrifying, you know what I mean? That's what I want. I'm like trying to figure out which way to go. Like if I go one way, it's gonna give me more light. If I go the other way, I'll get less light. I know I'm gonna turn the wrong way. Whatever I do, I'll turn the wrong way. Because it doesn't really matter which way I go. Did I just turn into the dark? I have a feeling I did. I did! Now I have to turn around. So anyway, the life of a famous booktube vlogger. So anyway, don't worry, don't worry. I'm gonna turn around and we'll get it settled in just a second. So, yeah, I am like, I have 4 hours left. So I'm like 14 hours into it, 15 hours into it. You guys, it's really good, but it's very much, I mean, like, if you've read those Dan Brown books, like, I love Dan Brown, you know, Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons, all that kind of stuff, but they're very much all just the same, you know, honestly. And I don't think this is any different. I mean, it's very much like, is there a God or is it evolution? Like, those are basically the entire stories for all of them. And then it's like, you have to wait till the very last minute. And, like, in this one, I'm like, are they going to even really tell what the big mystery is of the whole book? Or are they just going to let it go and be like, well, we don't want to ruin, like, we wouldn't want to ruin that. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like there's just like this big uncover reveal, you know, that they're trying to decide whether or not, they're trying to figure out if they can do it. And it's like, if they reveal it, it's going to like ruin world religion forever. But then I think that what they're going to do is, like, before they ever do the big reveal, they're going to say, we don't want to ruin world religion, so they just won't reveal it. And it's really a cheat when you think about that from like a point of view of being an author, right? It's like, well, you didn't work your readers up for, you know, 600 pages of a mystery that there really isn't a mystery, that really what it was this guy and girl going on a wild goose hunt through Spain. Like, that's really what your book was about. And if that's the case, that book will get 1 star from me. If they reveal what the whole thing is supposed to be, the psychological background and all this kind of stuff, since Dan Brown is such a great researcher, and he really is, then the book will get 5 stars from me. It's going to be very interesting how he wraps this book up, because I think either way, he knows he's screwed whoever he's going to piss off. So that was that. Now, let me go on to, I just finished Richard Denny, Richard's Book Nook. So I said that I was doing that as a group read for the month of October. I just finished it last night. His book, Library of Souls. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and let me explain to you guys why. Now, I have no problem giving a good friend of mine 5 out of 5 stars, and I think the star rating is very, very important on Goodreads and all that kind of stuff. But I knew that the moment that I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars, people were going to come for me and they're going to say, you don't give books fair ratings and all that kind of stuff, because it's a middle grade book and all this, right? And I will say there are some editorial grammatical errors in the book at the beginning. Throughout the end, you don't really notice it at all, but don't read my book too closely. I know for a fact there's 24 errors in my book. So, you know, I think that goes along when you're doing self-publishing and things like that, which I didn't self-publish my book and there were still 24 errors in it. But I will tell you this, okay? This book paid homage to authors, and I don't know if anybody else picked it up, but it paid homage to authors that have come before that Richard likes, like John Bellairs. It had elements and pieces of different horror novels, horror movies from the past that I loved. But I know him, and he's smart enough that I think it was deliberate. And so I'm reading it, and I really got a kick out of this book, you guys. I was really ready for the sequel, and this is no bullshit just because he's my friend, okay? I mean, we're friends, but we ain't that good of friends. I am, like, really ready for the sequel to come out. It was really cute, and I have to tell you, I did not, until the very end, see where the book was going. I mean, because he kind of does, like, this review... Well, I don't want to ruin it, but he does like this reveal, and then there's another reveal, and then there's another reveal. There's like 3 reveals back to back. So like once the first reveal is done, you kind of go, oh, so that's where he was going with the book. But by the final reveal, you're like, okay, what? Like, you know? So it's done very well. It's very well done. So yeah, I probably would give it, for a middle grade mystery, I probably would give it a 91 or a 92%. I don't really know story-wise what I would take off of it. I thought the story was phenomenal. Honestly, I did. I thought the story was phenomenal. Sometimes the language that was used for the characters it seemed very old-timey watching or reading it, and it didn't necessarily like their language feel that way, but I mean, that's just me nitpicking. Okay, what else am I reading right now? Witch's Sister by Phyllis Reynolds Naylor. I'm not very far into that. I'm reading Trick or Treat. I don't remember by who. It's on my Goodreads. Helter Skelter, you guys. I am so behind on Helter Skelter, and nobody believes me when I say this. But I sit outside, and I feel like I finished another book. There's another book that I finished. But I sit outside, and I start to read Helter Skelter, and I get so scared, you guys. Like, true story. Like, I have never read a book that has terrified me this badly. Like, I'm kind of like... Was I Sharon Tate in another life? Like, I mean, like, it's very spooky to me, and I mean no disrespect whatsoever. But, like, I am so terrified reading this book, you know? We've become so politically correct on YouTube that only what I feel the necessity to say, you know, 50 years later. I mean, no disrespect to Sharon Tate or her family. But anyway, but it is so weird. It feels so close to home. I can't explain it. You know what I mean? There's this Title Boxing company. Like, people go there, they do the boxing to lose weight. With my right, whatever that's called. I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. But anyway, I don't know, but that place is always packed. Oh my God, that Jet's Pizza over there. I am hungry. So anyway, that's been about my day, and I'm really excited about all the reading that I'm going to get done. Now, Dylan the Reader 5 and I were supposed to read The Cellar together, but he has been doing Twitter updates, and I'm so excited because it looks like the shittiest book on the face of the earth. And so I don't know, I'm going to read a little bit of it tonight and see what I think of it. because it's like beautiful outside to sit on the front porch, just to feel, I have to see how much better I feel. The thing is, I don't like to read in bed, so very rarely do I ever lay in bed and read. And when I'm sick and want to be in bed, like, I don't want to read, you know? So, maybe I'll try to read Helter Skelter tonight. I've got to read it. I said it was my group book this month. I get so scared. Is anybody else not scared by reading true crime? It's terrifying. So stay tuned, because I have all kinds of fun books that I'll be reading. Oh, and the other day, like, everybody was asking me why I didn't upload a video, and I was like, oh, I just blah, 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 whatever. You guys, I had totally had, like, a video ready and never uploaded it. My scary book tag video, that was like the video that I was supposed to upload for that day, and I just never uploaded it, and I don't know why. Like, I said that I was going to upload videos on all 4 of my channels every day going forward, and I've done really good about that. I think for the last 2 or 3 months, I've uploaded a video every day on all 4 of my channels, so, woohoo, Dr. Detroit, Anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.